Hey everybody, test. Alright. Alright, looks like volume's pretty good. If anything, slightly quiet actually. Hey. Um here. Well, whatever. I will send out stream announcements and work on the volume thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it still looks like I'm sort of quiet. Let me try something quick. Hey, test test. Okay, there we go. Volume looks better. Okay, sweet. All right, we're doing Terra Mystica fan factions. It's been a while. I don't even have the view right for Terra Mystica. We usually stream like this. Okay, we're on Fjords. We're playing with the fan factions. We are not playing with the Fire and Ice. The newest ones, which is fine. I didn't want to. So, but the Fire and Ice fan factions are all out now too. So BGA has 40 factions in Terra Mystica available now, which is absolutely crazy. We see the goats have been added. Darklings got added. Jin got added. We have dwellings into town, into digging, into trading posts, into big buildings. Kind of a lame track. All the scoring pastels are here. Not many coins, so it looks like a kind of a coin type game. These earth coins could be really important. Factions that generate coins are good. I don't even technically know what those all are anymore. The goats have definitely gotten stronger, at least. I know that. We have gray, yellow, black. Gray, yellow, black means I don't like putting in brown factions. So I can put in a blue faction. I can put in a green faction. I don't like putting in red factions. So we're looking at blue and green. Deranged, we're coming for your hexes. Hey, we're friends with Deranged. We just said a thing once. I think these parrot guys have quite a few coins, but I think they like building an early stronghold. But maybe an early stronghold's okay, and we could put green in the game. Green and gray on this map don't fight as bad as other maps. It's still not ideal for either, but it's an option. Currently, we're looking at black, yellow, gray, yellow, gray, black. Yeah, so I don't want to put in Atlanteans. I don't want to deal with that. We could put in another like classic old faction. We could just put in mermaids into this game. Early dwellings, mid-game trading posts, end-game big buildings. Keep it a good mix of new and old. Mermaids are fourth seat, can do some type of temp ship double dig opening potentially. No spade pastel to start is also a little gross. I'm just gonna throw in mermaids. We're gonna make this a bit of a mix of a game. We'll have some good stuff. We should actually look at what these factions do. So the goat people, their kind of unique thing is they turn priests into worker and 2 coins. They start the game with fire 2. All of their structures are 2 power value. They also have an extra worker income, but their dwellings cost 2 workers to build, so that's pretty punitive. But priests are very good. They've been buffed a bit. Their starting power is more reasonable, so they're interesting. The Jin, they have 5/7 power, also pretty normal board, I think. But their ability is that they have 3 wishes during the game, and they're allowed to switch which cult their positions are. They also start the game with like 2 of their choice, so they're able to kind of abuse the cult rewards very well, which is fun. Goat's conversion change, super strong. Yeah, dwelling rush in a coin tight game can be tough to execute. Oh, it can. That part's true. That part's very true. So mermaids still might not be the right pick, but hey, I put them in. As for what to bid on, I'll join the. I'll just try to get some time. Darklings can't be the worst. I'm not actually sure they're the best. Mermaids on this map are a little annoyed a lot of the time. Although temp ship start helps them get a lot of places potentially. Like mermaids probably start here, take D2, E4, B3 in round 1 and actually get a bunch of places. Although it's still not necessarily places you want to be. You'd love to start, I guess as mermaids you start F7 and you also get F8 in round 1 and then you have access later. Mermaids are probably okay. I don't know how these Jin are gonna do. I mean, they're gonna get lots of Earth Cult rewards. But that alone doesn't seem strong enough. After building the stronghold when passing, you get a victory point per priest and a cult. That's cool. That's a pretty good round 5 stronghold. They're probably pretty good. I'll join the bid on them once. And are the goat people actually strong here? I'm assuming mermaids are getting double dig, right? Everybody else's starting power is not good enough. Yeah, so mermaids are getting double dig in a dwelling round. I think mermaids are probably starting on temp ship just because on this map it's hard to reach hexes otherwise. So then Darklings are getting big building or worker power or priest. Probably big building. I don't know. Do Darklings get a sanctuary open? Do they ever get fed enough leech for a sanctuary open? They might actually. That might be why we're bidding Darklings. Then the Jin are gonna get worker power and open single dig plus a temple. And that leaves the goat people actually getting the priest, maybe? Which is definitely good for them. But there's a lot of spade pressure in this setup, except for the Darklings. And the mermaids. The mermaids are going to be able to hard dig, which is going to be nice. The coin pressures look pretty bad. I think there's going to be a lot of Fire 1s getting built, though, which will help significantly. But no coins in the pass tiles means, yeah, this game's like flooded with workers. We could jump to the goat people, but I think double digging mermaids with this. I think mermaids have got to be reasonable here. A million pass tiles to score with. They're gonna have lots of dwellings. The towns might be a little hard, but we'll give them a little bit, and we're gonna pretty quickly jump to goat people because goat people are fun. Are goat people great here? They have no color neighbors. That part seems good. They're gonna get decent leech. The problem are goat people. Are goat people just going to try double temple? Is that the play here, maybe? You go double temple? It's hard to get your worker economy going anyhow. And then you pass for workers and stuff. Do we just jump? Do we jump to the goat people? I can't even say their real name, but do goats have a temple that doesn't give a priest? Yeah, their second temple doesn't give a priest, which is actually kind of annoying. It's not actually, like, priests are so good now. That goats don't necessarily want this, but that is what happens. Goats can also form a round 2 town, though, right? They start with Fire 2. They can form towns very easily. So round 2 town for the goats is like... Round 2 town for the goats is we have a temple and then we build 2 dwellings here. And then... Oh, wait, no, because it's only 3 hexes. Oh, awkward. Yeah, we're not building a sanctuary in round 2, presumably. Along with the dwellings. It's too expensive, probably. I guess this... Yeah, that's weird. That part's weird. You gotta still get 4 hexes. Huh. This priest tile basically would give the goats double temple if it happened, but... Um, you don't believe in the maids here. Interesting. I do believe in the mermaids here. But maybe I shouldn't be. I mean, I guess Darklings will take some of their hexes. I think mermaids expand so well, but Dwelling Rush just seems so problematic. I don't think Dwelling Rush is that problematic at all. You do like 2 hard digs, you build trading posts, you hit a coins action because you can have a really fast round 2. But looks like our bid on Darklings has been accepted. So here we go. We're playing Darklings. We get to watch the fan factions do their thing. So Darkling's game plan, the dream, would be to get enough leech for a sanctuary open. I don't know how likely that is. But I do think we're always starting here. We were hoping for a leech party here. It looks like there could be a leech party here, which is not the dream. I want everybody to upgrade near me over here. Wow, mermaids are not even starting F7. Well, that's spicy. Mermaids are going to open with double dig I6 and G3 and go pretty big dwelling rush, build here, 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 here. But they're going to cede this zone to me? That's kind. Darklings do have some long-term expansion problems on this map. I can build hexes here and I can build in here, but do I ever actually get to expand? Especially if this gets taken? No clue. Wow, and the goat people are starting like this? They're going to combine their initial dwellings into towns? I don't know what's happening here. I thought for sure we were getting them over here. I guess network is easier over here, but also weird expansion going on. It does look like the leech party is going to be here. Wow, mermaids are starting on priest though. Priest allows them to send the first priest to water, and then double dig second action. Except they can't reach far enough. They're going to upgrade shipping. I don't understand what that move is, but the dream is Sanctuary Darklings, and it's possible here. How's the game going so far? It's fine. My opponents are doing things that I don't fully understand. Apparently the Jin are gonna get double dig because mermaids don't want it. I don't know what mermaids were thinking here, but I don't think they get double dig anymore. You think he concluded no dwelling rush due to lack of coins? We have no idea what his plan is. I mean, it looks like he's also just seeding double dig. Oh, except yellow hard diggler in typical hard diggler fashion has prioritized a hex over double dig. I had no care about that hex, but whatever. I don't know anything that's happening. Oh, Deranged has a plan. I don't think anybody's doubting that. Apparently he is going to get double dig, because now he can go priest to water, and he's still going to get double dig. So that's also a bit wild to me. I did not anticipate this. Kudos to him if he foresaw this. We get anti-vamp doing Earth 1 goat people. I think that's kind of weak in this setup, but it's fine. It's not horrible, but... Alright, we are getting offered the leech. Thank you. This is looking pretty reasonable. I don't think anybody else wants workers or coin. Well, coins are fairly contested this game. Do I take a coins action here and assume I can get workers later this round? I also am sending a priest to Earth, right? I think I am sending this. Well, I might not be sending this priest because I might still go double. There might be scenarios where I'm not getting sanctuary here. What scenario do I not get sanctuary here? I might have to convert 3 power to 3 coins, but I still get sanctuary down. We're not taking water too. We're just going to be Sanctuary Darklings that are a tad surrounded to start things off. which is slightly concerning, but... And Deranged is saying, glad he got away with this? Yeah. Yeah. I do think I want this priest to Earth. Which means I'm not building dwellings. It means I am pretty much all out on the sanctuary, but nobody wants workers here, right? Right? Deranged is going to take double dig. The goats don't want workers. I'm just going to send this off and claim it's okay. Find in your games you like water too, and all econ tiles too much. Constantly find myself losing Earth 1. I mean, that's generally okay in my opinion. I think it's usually fine, but more leech. Thank you. Yes, friends. Give Darklings all the leech. Okay, now is the time to take... Well, we need a little more leech, but I think we're getting it. So now it's time to start taking workers and coins. Oh, wow, the goat people had temp ship. Oh, I missed that. So the goat people were building a dwelling. Okay. I totally missed that. So that's part of why they started there. Oh my god, okay. You don't think I need to take workers, but I doubt you get coins. It looks like I get both. It looks like I just get both. I mean, I have enough power now to take both, because once I take Earth 1, I have enough to do the others. The Jin are going water too. George Shortwell, you can cheer for the enemy. I think I greed coins here. Like, the only people that can take workers are the goats, and... it seems unlikely they're going to take workers to spite my face. Like, they need that power to dig, surely, and then make their town next round and stuff. You expected goats to take coins last move. I think saving their power for digs is conceivable. But, yeah, I'm going to claim nobody's taking workers on me. Okay. Mermaids are refusing to give me leech, though, which is slightly sad, because the one danger here is I'm giving leech back to others, and then they could potentially take the workers, but I also don't think the Jin want workers here, although I guess they could go for a second temple. No, they can't afford a second temple. They don't have enough resources. Yeah, Deranged apparently did take Priest to Water thinking he was going to get double dig. That was his plan. I'm still really surprised that Such a Flirt took single dig first action. Like, I get they want this hex pretty badly long term, but gosh, I wasn't even going to take that hex, so like they should have had double dig, and instead they took single dig. Like, it's fascinating. Anyhow, the goat people have moved on. But yeah, I can't quite take the workers yet. So the problem is I'm gonna do this, and then I could do less of that language. Yeah, Deranged using jerk in the chat. How dare he? Stepped up on water. That makes sense. Here goes nothing. Hard Diggler absolutely could take workers after this, which would be annoying. I don't think it happens, but it would be very annoying. I think Hard Diggler just takes a priest, right? Taking a priest has got to be better for Jin than blocking Darkling's workers when we bid Darklings down the most. But it's a huge shift, because if he takes workers here, I can't Sanctuary. I'd be one power short, and I'd have to pass, and it'd be sad. Such a Flirt equals Hard Diggler? Yes, sorry. Such a Flirt is Hard Diggler. But luckily, we don't get punished. We don't get punished. We get the dream. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, we sweated that one a little. All right, but we got the dream. We got worker power action and coin power action round one. We have Sanctuary Darklings. We got fed all the early leech. I mean, this sanctuary is kind of getting abandoned, or we might eventually get to dig ourselves out here. But now we just get a lovely Fire 1, and life is good. Definitely Fire 1 in this game. I mean, Earth 2 is, I think, too fancy here. There's so many workers on the pass tiles. There's still long-term coin problems. But these cult rewards are nice for me later, too. Oh, hey, he wasn't even looking at taking the workers. Lovely. All right, Deranged agrees that it wouldn't have been great for them, but it would have been funny. And I think I agree with all that. Okay, I'm offered an extra priest here, but I only have 2 workers anyhow. And I already have 2 priests and then a cult dig. I think it's better just to pass for worker power here, get some more power, thread another coins action really fast. Pass back onto big building really quickly by just next round is just build 2 dwellings and get out. Yeah, I think I actually don't need this priest. I think the priest is worse than a worker in 3 power, but it's pretty close. It's actually like really close. Really close, but... Oh, yeah, I started... Okay, he didn't realize. Anyhow, yeah, we got away with a very nice Darkling start. Again, we're very hemmed in though, but I think we might later be able to just dig these hexes. Digging F4 and E5 is painful, and yet it's conceivable that we're able to do it. This town, admittedly, we also want to triple dig this, so we need a lot of digs. We would love to get a silly number of digs going, but the gray in the west isn't contested, probably. Oh, this gray. Oh, yeah, Deranged didn't take G3. The problem is Deranged is going to take G3, but now that I say this, I actually maybe should have passed for the priest. I missed the opportunity to triple dig G4 and then probably get G3 this round, but no guarantee of what Deranged was going to do. The Fruity Hex? Yeah, I mean, taking the priest and opening triple dig G4 this round, very spicy, though. I didn't even consider that, but it would have been very interesting. But unfortunately, that's not what we've done, and so I am just going to get dwellings down. Coin power action went early in this round. The goat people double dug and are getting dwellings, but they're not getting around 1 town. Coins must have gone to, yeah, okay, the Jin, that makes sense, that's fine, okay. You tend to like the gray whenever you lose the brown? Oh, for sure. Mermaids always take G3 on me? I think so, too. I think G3 basically always gets taken. Like, I think that's Deranged. Well, does Deranged really want to single dig this round, though? That's the thing. If I force Deranged to single dig this, I guess he still does it. But he really wants to just do his temp shipping to a bunch of hexes here. But whatever. I kind of have lost the thread of what everybody else is up to, and I'm just going to do my thing, because that's all I can do. We set up for this plan. We didn't set up for triple digging, so... And that's all right. We are doing pretty swell for ourselves here, especially if we get to pass first. Which we absolutely get to pass first. And we get to pass for coins. Yes, please. I get to pass for 2 workers, 4 points, and a coin. I open with a coins action. I build, like, another dwelling. And then I build another temple next round for water 1. Like, seems good. Seems quite good. And we have all these coins flowing in. It's pretty good. Again, long-term expansion, still kind of a mess here. But getting to suck up the next coins action out of the game, getting back onto the tile that just gives us more workers and points, all seems dreamy. Nope. All right. This cult spade probably goes here. And we just build one dwelling next round, actually. This is kind of the downside. We're not really expanding particularly quickly. But I think that might be the play. Although the problem is we're turning this red. Ugh, turning this red is a problem. Turning this red's kind of a big problem. We're gonna have to decline this leech. Looks like the Jin are gonna go for a second temple here, which makes a lot of sense. They want a lot of priests to do their cult shenanigans. They're gonna almost certainly wish themselves onto step 8 of Earth, I would have to assume. Yeah, they have water too. They're gonna do a step. Oh yeah, there they go. They just swapped, and now they're gonna step up Earth. Turn it green. I'm turning it green, not red. Oh, hey. Yeah, that's how the color wheel works. Then mermaids can threaten it, though. That's actually also really a problem, right? Turning it green, I don't want to take it first action. I want to take coins first action. I might need to turn this brown instead. Deranged didn't take G3, by the way. He goes on to the ship scoring. I mean, the other option, again, is to turn this green and double dig at first action, see if we get G3. But do maids actually want G3? I think maids want Oh, do they actually want E6? I mean, they want one of these hexes for a sanctuary town, but their plan is definitely D2. But if I offer them this, I think they take it? They're... Ugh. Oh, did I accidentally accept power I wasn't supposed to? Oh, no, I got it for free. Oh, yeah, okay, fantastic, actually. Amazing how that worked. Absolutely lovely. We've been fed leech. It's lovely. We have an insane number of resources. Our expansion is a big problem, though. We are definitely struggling on the expansion front. All right, goat people end this round at temple and 4 dwellings. Mermaids end temple and 5 dwellings. We end sanctuary and 3 dwellings, and the Jin are ending 2 temples, 2 dwellings. The Jin also have crazy good cult rewards here. Where to put this cult spade, though? It's scary. Deranged also has a cult dig, so we have enough power to buy another priest. Yeah, that's true, actually. Is there ever a scenario where Deranged doesn't take G3? Maybe. I think I can't cult dig F6, because if I turn it green, I think mermaids take it. If I turn this green, I think mermaids might try to take it. So I think the answer is I'm just turning this brown. I don't think anybody cares about this. I don't think Deranged is looking to try to connect up these structures through this hex. And I think at this point, instead of trying to triple dig my out this way, I think I am just long-term going to try for these hexes, because I don't think anybody wants them. And even though it's a lot of spades, I think I get through these. So I'm going to turn this brown, because everything else looks dangerous. The goats are heading for E5, admittedly. That's kind of a problem. G3 is gone, so... but yeah, everything looks kind of trouble here. This might just be a wasted spade, unfortunately. But yeah, we always take the coins here. We're lucky to have me. Sure. But yeah, it looks like the goats are eventually heading for E5 before I'm ever going to get there. Oh, but that also means D2 is gone from the mermaids. Oh, fascinating. Now the mermaids have slight issues. The mermaids... Oh, well, so remember how I talked about triple digging that hex? And how the mermaids were going to need a hex for their town? Is it time for ship darklings? Yeah, I mean, we also need a bridge now. Like, we've been very hemmed in. It's not good. But we probably are shipping this round is now what's happening. I'm not going to buy a priest. I'm going to dig and build this. I'm probably losing this hex. I build this and I still go for a Water 1 temple. I actually go for the Water 1 temple right now, right? Yeah, I may as well go for the Water 1 temple right now. I'm always building a temple. I'm a greedy son of a gun that wants more priest production. I need a million digs. I'm getting pretty good coins back. I want to build trading posts anyhow. I also could use my power for a bridge, actually. I could bridge instead of upgrading shipping and take this hex, this hex. That might actually be the play. Just buy the bridge right now and then just take these 2 hexes. This is always going to require a bridge. Deranged thought I might take double dig. Nah, I'm getting hemmed in, but I'm not taking double dig. I think the bridge line is the best here. I think the bridge is very good. Now, the thing is, I don't think there's any bridge pressure, and I don't think there's any pressure on this hex. So I think I actually am going to rush Water 1 here, though. I don't know that there's a lot of Water 1 pressure either, but I think there's more Water 1 pressure than there is otherwise. Okay, Mermaids power or Goat People power? My instincts at this point are that the goat people are actually doing better than mermaids? No, mermaids are the problem. Feed goat people power. Oh, except I'm feeding goat people more power than I think, because goat people, that's not a free leech, that was a 1 for 2. Although that still might be better than offering mermaids free leeches? Oh, I don't know. That's what you get deranged. Yeah, that's what you get for having me in like this. No, I also shouldn't be giving goat people power because I just said that I wanted E5 eventually. This is the wrong line. I'm helping goat people beat me to E5. The dream is definitely to make this sanctuary into a town. It's just when am I realizing that dream? Not anytime soon, but the Jin are gonna get the 2-key town in a sec here, I assume. So that's cool for them. I no longer am in a Water 1 rush. Indeed, there's no Water 1 rush. This table does not care, which makes sense. They shouldn't care. I will secure my bridge then before any nonsense occurs. Okay, this looks all right. EJ is trying to goad me. Goats have a surprisingly good-looking game, given the placements are so weird. You think Surrounded Sanctuary Town could work? Surrounded Sanctuary Town. Oh yeah, admittedly, I could just get G4. That's a good point. I don't need E5. You're right. I could still just Sanctuary Town in the middle. Nobody's taking this hex on me. And nobody's taking F4 either. So actually, I still have a Sanctuary Town just in the middle. It's a bit ugly, but it's definitely... You're right. It's definitely there. This is still very viable also. Yeah, and we're just Earth 1, Water 1 Darklings then. We don't really care about network. We're just gonna produce a stupid number of points via pass tiles and direct points and hope it works out. I mean, our cult game is gonna be pretty weak, so everybody has a lot of cult points and network points, so we have to power past that, which might not work. But it might. It's probably our best path to try to win, just like have like 150 victory points by the end of the game and hope that's enough. With the late game rounds here being big buildings, that should also like really cause people problems. So your Darklings network is a problem for other people. Yeah. You love stirring things up. Fair enough. Yeah, this looks like Darklings are probably still losing this game, though, to be honest. I don't know. I'm certainly in an okay spot. This is still pretty dreamy. I mean, I have Sanctuary, Temple, 4 Dwelling Darklings with Earth 1, Water 1, Fire 1, and a decent number of resources. So, like, it's certainly not... It's not going to be particularly bad.
And we're gonna admittedly pump out a lot of points next round. I'm gonna be able to make a town and... Well, how many workers am I even gonna have next round? That part's a little interesting. I'm gonna have 1 left over. I'm gonna make 5, so I'm gonna have 6. I want to use at least 2 on making trading posts. 1 on... Well, the dream next round, actually, is to make a trading post, trading post, trading post, plus dwelling, dwelling. So I'd like 2 more workers, which I guess could be a worker town, but then I also need a crap ton of coins to make that plan work. Although I'm pretty close. Depending on what pastel I get, this is actually conceivable. Build dwelling, dwelling, trading post, trading post, trading post. Requires 8 workers, I have 6, so I take a worker town to solve that. It requires 13 coins, but I have 8 coin income, and I retain 2 coins from this round, so I'm 3 coins short. I'm also a spade short. Oh, I'm also a spade short. I'm a spade short also. So that's actually a big problem. Well, although a priest and 2 coins pretty much is all the resources I need. And I'm not sure this is a very contested pass tile. 2 key town indeed for the Jin. The Jin are getting 10 coins here. They're going to get insane cult rewards. I might have undervalued these guys. The fact that they have this like lovely little stretch left open for them. Part of the problem here is that, yeah, actually this opening dig does look pretty good. They're busting out pretty well. Taking a hex away from them here makes me happy at least. I'm not trying to slow play this round. I mean, it looks like I'm having one of the slower rounds anyhow, but... George Shortwell, if only we had Earth 2. Yeah, look at the Water 2 people winning too. Such a sad town tile placement by Diggler. I think that's a fine town tile placement. Where do you think it belonged? Goat people might take the priest here, huh? Yeah, goat people. Oh no, goat people are taking temp ship again. Okay, so they're gonna keep expanding. I think I get the priest then, which is kind of what I want now. Priest achieves my dreams. It's the head of the giraffe. You didn't see there were 2 temples. Oh, I see. It's also not a giraffe. The giraffe thing is overdone. I can't believe all you people that still giraffe in the Cool Town Club. It's nonsense. You're embarrassing yourself. Looks like I am having the longest round, but I don't think the faction that's already producing 2 priests around and has 3 priests on the cults wants the priest here, so I think I am going to get to pass for the priest. Which means that we basically achieve our dream. I'm technically 1 coin short, but I'm assuming I get at least 2 power somehow next round in order to achieve this dream. And if we don't, then we're going to yell at everybody else for being absolute jerks to us. I guess the worker towns could also run out, but that feels exceedingly improbable. But that is technically a threat. Says the guy clearly making a draft town. Well, you know, I will say what I want to say. Anyhow, we temple for water 1. Actually, do we temple? No, I do temple for water 1. I really want the priest. I was about to say, if I don't temple here, I have extra coin production. But it's much better. Jitter upgrading shipping. That's fine. I would like a water 1, please. Our resources are still looking quite good. We're just a little tight on our dream here. Our dream plan. Mermaids also went fire 1. Goat people haven't taken fire 1, but goat people's worker income, they got a lot of... Despite all these things costing 2 workers, they're doing pretty well. The Jin are breaking free. They're breaking free, everybody. Boo. Okay, we get to pass for our ideal pass tile based on our math. Oh, actually, I think I miscounted a coin somewhere, it looks like. I think I have exactly what's needed. with our resources and a worker town. Okay, let's just do this math quick. This is 4 priests worth of digs. We have that. It's 2 workers for the dwellings, and then 4 workers for the trading post. That's 6 workers. We have that. And then a worker town gives us the other 2 workers to build another trading post to complete this town. We need 4 coins, and then 6. We need 10. We need 13 coins. We have 12, plus we already have the power. Oh my god, team, it's there. Okay, well, Darklings are going to produce an absolutely disgusting number of points next round. Absolutely disgusting number of points next round. You've got an awful cold, but you've just been brought a mulled wine, and I'm streaming Terra. Things are good. I'm sorry to hear you have an awful cold, EJ. That does suck. But indeed, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas to all, or whatever other holidays you're celebrating, etc. The trading post tile was open, and I ignored it. Because the priest and 2 coins were so critical to our plan, but ignoring the trading post tile there is maybe just pure nonsense, but whatever. I'm going to start with F4 because I still would love to have E5. I assume the goat people are... Actually, maybe the goat people aren't taking this. They could just advance ship and then make it elsewhere. They might not care about this hex. And this hex does still allow me to think about expanding via shipping pretty quickly. I would rather take E5 here and break out that way. So let's allow ourselves to potentially get out. You don't think goats want E5? I don't think so either. I think we're getting E5 here, which is also pretty sweet. It does mean that we're feeding Deranged a ton of power, so Deranged will owe us a Christmas card. But, yeah. What a glorious... Has nobody built next to Deranged? Oh my god. Wow, yeah, Deranged actually... I'm gonna feed Deranged so much power this round now. You're not even gonna know what to do with the type of power I'm feeding you. We do get E5, so I think that's quite nice. I do think E5 again still opens up some long-term possibilities for us. Our economy is going to be pretty sweet. Okay. The rest of this round is a sick number of points. We're getting to build 3 trading posts, which is 18 points, and we're making 2 towns. One's a worker town, so 25 points. The other is probably just a priest town. It could arguably be a ship town, although our coin production is going to be pretty sick. We still need a lot of coins, I guess. Although, honestly, what are we doing from here? I mean, I guess rebuilding dwellings, so we need to ship. I think we're supposed to go for double shipping, though. We get to expand to a lot of hexes very easily. We might not get another town, but maybe it is a ship town. Although that's a little gross, because it's very close to a coin town in disguise, but... Admittedly, I would also like to just have a very fast round and get on the trading post tile, but... Whoa, holy shipping. Wait, who's holy shipping? Oh, wow, the Jin went to triple shipping and they're on the ship tile. That is interesting. What is their plan? I don't actually know what's going on here. I guess they're gonna take E6. I have to triple ship to connect, admittedly, unless I get E6, so that's annoying. I really probably should be paying more attention to what's happening. Water ones did get scooped this round by mermaids and the goats. Although they're not building that... Well, mermaids are building a lot of trading posts here. Mermaids have a nice trading post going, but the goat people don't get to build many trading posts. I don't know if this temple makes a ton of sense for them versus just building the trading posts this round. I'm going to claim it doesn't. The goat people look like they're in trouble to me now that I'm like... I don't know what their resources went into. I guess it went into a temple, but I don't like the look of this temple and power production. It looks like their economy is out of whack now, and it looks like they're not expanding or exploding. But Maybe 2 ship around the north. I think we do want to 2 ship around the north. Yes, that's the plan, Mike. I think the game plan for us should be to expand. I think I should be contesting network. I think I have a decent Darklings game to be kind of fighting network here. We will take this 3 for 2 leech still. It's a little painful, but it looks like our network's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna be down to 3 structures. Like, I can build all the trading posts and all the dwellings at the very least, and connect if I want to. So, anyhow, we're gonna take a worker town here so that we get one more trading post out. It's a little bit gross, but it's necessary. It's part of the game plan. It's been factored in. It's all good. It's a gross number of points for Darklings this round. Absolutely gross. And we might get to pass on to the trading post tile anyhow, which should be extra beautiful. I think it is probably a ship town the more I look at it. I don't like saying those words, but if we're going to afford triple shipping to contest network, it's a lot of resources. So taking a priest town and making up 4 coins is tough. Is it cold in the U.S. as well? Minus 19 Celsius in Sweden at the moment. Brr. That's very cold. It is not that cold where I am at the moment. It's kind of cold outside, but it's not that bad. I don't know. It's what? It's like minus 5 Celsius here would be the rough conversion. Somewhere between minus 5 and minus 10 Celsius at the moment in Wisconsin. So, I don't know. I guess kind of cold. T-shirt weather. I mean, not t-shirt weather, but it's winter. It's winter in Wisconsin. Like, I don't know. This doesn't faze me. Like, once it starts getting to like minus 20 Celsius and wind chills, then yeah, sure. I don't think I'm paying for a 4 for 3. Although, does a 4 for 3 buy me? Do I get a coins action next round by taking this? No, I get a coins action anyhow because of the trading post power. I don't need this. I don't even know if I get to pass first, but I might be getting to pass first here, which would be nice. We see people fighting for cult towns. I'm all for that. They can go do that. Deranged can get more power for us because we're friends. There you go, Deranged. Power forever. Okay, so we are making 9 coins. If we pass first and we get, do I actually need this priest town, or can I get away? Do I need this ship town, or can I get away with the priest town and paying the 4 extra coins? Are 4 coins worth 5 points here? Very nice trading post round. Yeah, this is nice. How are the Packers doing? They've been taking NF off the BBC here, so you've not been following. The Packers are terrible. Terrible is a stretch. Packers are an average team this year, and so for a franchise that's been so good for so long, it feels awful. They look so confused. They're slightly below average, I guess is probably the fairest way to put it, but they're still like, I don't know. They're probably like the 20th best team in a league of 32. So that's not awful, but when they're used to be a consistent like top 5 type team, bleh. Anyhow, this is a tough choice. What is the rest of the table doing here? Hard Diggler's gonna pass first and get the coin power action. What are the Jin doing here? Oh, they might build another trading post. All of these players might build another trading post. God, it really depends if I get a coin action next round or not. But I guess the safe thing is to just ship town anyhow. You prefer econ to points as a rule? I think I do too. I think this is safer. I think it's probably slightly wrong if I get a coins power action next round. But there's a lot of worlds where I don't get a coins power action next round. And then I think I'm in trouble. So we better take the ship town and play it safe. But the dream is that we're allowed to pass first onto this trading post tile. And then open next round with a coins power action. And then we advance ship and build a ton of dwellings and we laugh our way home. But we'll see what our opponents have in mind. Because, like, Hard Diggler passing first here, conceivable. And indeed, that's what he does, rather than building another trading post. So, it's fine. I don't even. He's probably gonna take the trading post tile. No, he takes big building though. Okay. I might get trading post tile then. Both of these players have water one and the ability to build another trading post. And they both want coin income more than they want the worker income. Like, I think both these players are building a trading post. I do think Hard Diggler's taking a coins action. Oh god, yeah, look at his resources. He's definitely taking a coins action. So we're getting blocked from the coins action though, so we're very happy we took the ship town. Because this would have gone poorly otherwise. Wow, actually is another dwelling rather than a trading post. I don't know if I agree. I think the goats are, yeah, on the wrong track here. But we do get to pass for the trading post tile. Super welcome. I was taking quite a few 3-for-2s, but I think it's time to decline these. Although we're going for network aspirations still. This also might allow me to manipulate my power next round to take more 2-for-1s. It's round 4. It's got to be okay. And then we get out of here for the trading post tile. All right. Econ. Yeah, I mean, it's probably correct. It's a little scary here. We're at 83 points. There's 2 rounds left. We do have Earth 1, Water 1, but we're getting, like, no track points. We're at least getting pass tile points here, though, which is very important. The other reason that I like these shipping lines that we're talking about is that it opens up another very good pass tile for us. Arguably, the shipping pass tile actually might have been the right thing to pass on to. No, this is still very good. But yeah, the fact that we're setting ourselves up this way to handle more pass tiles, I think, is also a underrated aspect of this. Also, we are kind of pressuring Hard Diggler here. Hard Diggler's never taken E6 for network, or for like this dream town. I guess he could put a cult spade on it in order to turn it yellow and see if I'm willing to double dig it first action, which I'm probably not. I'm very willing to single dig it. The reason I like single digging this is it means that we only have to ship 2 in order to connect instead of ship 3 to connect. But we might just want 3 shipping anyhow to reach all these black hexes easily. I don't think I'm going for a third town. I would like a third town, but I just think the black hexes are not in the right spot, and I think we have to use priests for shipping and a couple of digs, that we can't easily carve a third town while doing great on network. So I think it's probably better just to aim for network and not worry about more towns, even though it's a little sad that we took kind of low value towns and are leaving a bunch of high value towns for people later that are making towns. I would rather take... Oh, but wow, E6 doesn't get taken. Hard Diggler's just going for another town. Apparently it's just going to strand this dwelling. Okay. I'm definitely just taking E6 first action then if Hard Diggler doesn't take... I mean, he has to take coins here. Look at this resources. This has to be a coins power action. But I'm definitely taking E6 then and saving myself 1 ship in. Yeah. Super easy E6. Bloop. That's ours now. Everybody gets leech. Congrats, friends. Congrats. All right. Next order business is advanced ship. Alternatively, next order business could just be build dwelling, build dwelling, build dwelling, and then pass first. We don't have to advance ship to 2 this round. It could just be dwelling, 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 and be done. That maxes our worker income. Actually, I kind of like that. Just dwelling, 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 and then get out of here. It does slightly open up the possibility of a town up in here, too. Like, maybe in a crazy world, we're building a stronghold town on this stretch. Now, that seems incredibly unlikely. But maybe. We could dream. We could talk about it. Goat people are getting their first town. Admittedly, the goats haven't got towns yet. So I guess I should give them credit in terms of... They are about to make a lot of points, but they go for a coin town. They do have all the VP pastime, or all the VP favors. Deranged also gets a sanctuary down here. Deranged is doing well on the whole points front. Deranged also now has an air one. He doesn't have an earth one though. But mermaids look competitive to me still, but we'll see. Priest towns are insane for the goats now. Yeah, priest towns are insane actually. Wait, he takes a coin town instead of a priest town? Ugh. That's actually just a huge mistake, right? Like, this is 4 coins and 4 extra, like, yeah, you just take a priest town. Goat equals greatest of all towns. I mean, they definitely should have taken priest town, actually, now that you say that, right? Like, it's 2 more coins to take a coin town, but it's 4 less points? That's a big shift. I don't think that's probably worth it. Yeah, just even if you have to convert some workers to coins, it's okay in that scenario, but hey, whatever, they'll do it. I think I'm on the plan of trying to have a fast round still. Passing first here just looks fun. I don't know if I actually will get to pass first. Deranged actually is probably passing first, but then I still get the ship town, or the ship pass tile, which is good for me. I won't get the coins power action, but I guess I don't really need the coins power action. I just want it because I'm greedy. Are we ever building the stronghold next round? Do we ever have enough to do that? If we build dwelling here, we have to build trading post, dwelling. But we don't really care how many trading posts we have down next round. So maybe we have time to build a stronghold. Do we have enough extra workers to actually use the stronghold? Probably not. So that part's a little sad. Goats take a ship town. Ship town's reasonable for them. But again, goats have taken some pretty low VP towns just like me. They're trying to play a kind of economic network game, which they look just a little behind on, right? Like goats building all these trading posts and all these dwellings. These two worker dwellings catch up to you in the long run. I don't think goats can contest me on network here. I don't think Jin can contest me on network either. I think I might be winning network as Darklings. You're going to catch up later? Yeah, the Stronghold's good. Stronghold is good. I just don't know if it's going to happen. But anyhow, I think we stick with the game plan here. Build another dwelling. I might pass. I might pass after this one, just because coin's power action, sucking it away from the table is nice, and taking the dwelling pass tile is nice. But deranged might be passing here. I guess the goat people are getting close to passing also, right? They have a lot of resources left, and yet, what are they doing? They might just pass fast. But nope, they're double digging and taking up more territory. Getting another town. Okay, they are building another town, which is nice. Although they're not connected yet either, right? No, they're not even connected yet. Okay, they have problems. I'm ahead of the goats, I think. The cults are looking very good for yellow, but yellow has a lot of other issues too. Maybe I am still in a pretty good position here because Darklings are just dumb at making points. The problem is mermaids are also doing very well on points, and they're probably second on network, and they have cults. So I think deranged is by far my biggest threat here. Deranged advances on ship and is going to pass for, yeah, a lot. It does look like deranged is going to pass next action. So it might be worth passing in front of him for the coin's power action. It costs me a worker, which costing me a worker might be costing me a priest if I build stronghold. But does that matter much? Okay, let's do math here quick. I currently need to build a trading post and 3 more dwellings this game. That has to happen. So trading post and 3 dwellings is 5 workers. I then have exactly 4 workers left to just build a stronghold. So an extra worker is a priest. A stronghold's not that great of a conversion, although I might be able to take a worker power action in the final round. I mean, I'm going to get a coin power action by passing first. What am I even going to do with all these coins? Oh, I do have to advance ship one more time. Have to advance ship once more. That's mandatory. So I do need quite a few coins then still. Trading post, 3 dwellings. Stronghold. 6, 9, plus another 6. 6 plus 9, 15 plus 6, 21. I need 25 coins. So a coin power action actually pretty much perfectly sets us up. Oh, plus a couple extra coins. Okay. I think I'm supposed to pass here. I think it's very good. And if I don't pass here, there could be some ugly scenarios where like the goat people pass first and then all of a sudden we're in a stall war, and I don't really want to be in a stall war. I'd rather watch my opponents have to fight for pass tiles. Also, Deranged might be the one losing the stall war, because if I pass here, the goats might instantly pass onto the trading post tile, and then Deranged loses the stall war with the Jin, and Deranged losing the stall war is absolutely what I want to have happen here. I don't want Deranged to get a points pass tile, because I think he's my opponent. Okay, yeah. I think this is one of the situations where passing just slightly early is correct. It's costing me a worker, but that's not that high of a price to pay for what's potentially going on here. This is always an 8-point pass tile for me. And I did my conversions. Okay. Looks good. Looks very good. I don't think anybody wants a worker power action extra either. These people have tons of workers. Dang it, though. The goat people didn't pass. Deranged is going to pass instantly for that trading post tile. I can't super blame them, but that's unfortunate. That's not what we wanted to have happen here. We wanted Deranged to not get a pass tile for points. Pretty close to Temple. 2 trading posts, 4 dwellings, and a ship. Oh, interesting. We skipped the stronghold in order to just build another trading post, another dwelling, and we suck out the last copy of Air 1, which is definitely better than a stronghold. Okay, yeah, that's actually an interesting thought. Temple, 2 trading posts, that's 6 workers, and then 4 dwellings is 10 workers, so we were a worker short, but we have power for that worker. It's 5 coins plus 6 is 11, plus this would be 19, plus the ship is 23. Actually, we have that already, right, Mike? I guess the issue might be hexes at that point. We only have 3 digs available to us to generate 4 dwellings on 2 ship. That's actually not a problem either. The digs probably aren't an issue, assuming that nobody takes C7. I mean, we have this hex, this hex, this hex, and then we can get this hex from A10. Like, I think, or like, yeah, actually, I think that works. I think that very likely works. And then we definitely win network. Deranged did pass, by the way, onto the tile. I think that's absolutely the correct move. I think it's really unfortunate that Anti-Vamp didn't do that, but I guess Anti-Vamp gets a pass tile still, so it didn't punish him. But the Jin get a stronghold down. They're very much set up. This is a very nice points play for the Jin, but I still think the Jin are just in big problems here. Even with all these pass points, I think the Jin they have no network. I guess they have another town coming in. And they have great cults. I think this game's between mermaids and I. The fact that mermaids have a pass tile is really unfortunate here. Mermaids don't really like building these dwellings though, because they don't have Earth 1, so that's an advantage to me. But they do have a pretty nice stronghold to build in the final round. I'm going to beat them on network, but they're going to get second on network unless the goats can get second on network, but the goats are still not connected. The goats need like A9 and triple shipping, or they just need to take D4. I guess taking D4 is actually probably their best answer, but they're also trying for a town. They need several digs. I guess they have a lot of workers. They also did take the ship pass tile, so maybe they are still aiming for triple shipping, but God, how are they going to afford that? I wish they took that trading post pass tile away from mermaids. That would have made me feel a lot safer. I think they maybe should have too, but they decided they wanted the one more dwelling down, but Oh, we almost got there. Okay, the other question now is like Mike did list a very interesting line that we could go down. The follow-up question to that line is, do I even, if I have 3 structures left on my board, do I even need to get down to 2 structures even though I can? It kind of feels like the answer is no, right? The mermaids are never, I mean, the mermaids could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they could get 6 dwellings down with 2 digs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only need 5 dwellings down to tie me. Although they're not building their stronghold. And they're on the trading post past tile if they want to build their stronghold. Oh, that's a mermaids have a tough choice here. Building all the dwellings is not that exciting for them for contesting network. But if mermaids get knocked to 3rd on network because goats are getting 2nd on network, that's an outcome I really would appreciate. The Jin are at 89 points. They don't have a pass tile. They do have a stronghold for points, but they don't have water 1. Their network is still... Okay, I'm taking this coins action always, right? Yeah, take the coins from the table. Don't let anybody have those. I do need to get a bit of leech if I actually want the worker power action, which I sort of do. But yeah, but they have water too. The Jin do have water too, and they have excellent cults. But I just don't think they produce enough direct victory points. Like, I'm going to be at like 120 to 130. Do you guys want to hear me rant about the press your luck nature of Fjords connection or nah? I don't really need to hear that rant. I think Fjords connection is really good. I think there's a great and interesting interactions on this map. The Jin are building a trading post next to me. We're slowly inching towards that power. I'll make a board game geek post about it. Oh boy, we're gonna have some rants about Fjords. That's fine though. It's allowed. Fjords is the best map though, so I don't care about these heretics. But Loki, hey buddy, yeah, let's get ready, bud. All right. Thank you for giving Loki a treat there. Yeah, here you go, bud. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We get a Sanctuary from Hard Diggler. That might be the last copy of Air 1. It almost actually certainly is the last copy of Air 1. So I probably just got Air 1 blocked. So the Stronghold line is back on the menu. Do I take this 3 for 2 because I want the Worker's Power action? Even if I go for a Stronghold, I really want that, but I'm paying 2 points for it? Nah. Let's try to get a 2 for 1. Oh wait, wow, no, that is not Air 1. We have not been blocked on Air 1. That was beat the mermaids on Water Cult and try to win every cult. Okay, every cult does make them a bit scarier, but still not scary enough. 93 points. They're going to send 2 more priests to the fire cults to try to get 7 points while passing. That's 100. They're going to build a couple stuff. They're going to win this as 132. 132 is... I can beat that. I should take free hexes while they're available. That's probably the priority. Air 1's not really a priority of mine. Also, we still can dream of this town, right? Let's just pause for a sec. If we actually build a stronghold... Well, this is 6. I'm talking about... Well, no, wait. I don't need this hex. I would need this hex. So it's 5 digs. Why rant about Fjords when you can rant about a crappy map like Loon Lakes? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so actually, new plan, guys. The Stronghold line gives us another town, right? We can totally get another town with the Stronghold line, assuming people don't mess with us, which actually, the Goat people try to take B5. No, B5 doesn't help their network. Goat people need to finish their own town and actually connect. I think a stronghold town works here. We stronghold, and then we build. Oh, it does require an extra trading post. Yeah, we're short workers for it because of the extra trading post. Even with the worker power action, we're short. Oh, and we need no, we're actually very short. Never mind. We're pretty short. It's like a lot short. Maybe not a lot short, but we are short. We are short of the town, so we need to drop that. Oh, except a bridge. Wait a sec. What about the bridge? Does the bridge let us do it? And is it even good to go for that? Let's think about this. If I triple dig, and then I bridge, and then I trading post, I stronghold, I trading post, I do no conversion because I'm lame. I have, well, I'm short a worker. I'm short a worker. I build a dwelling, then I trading post, stronghold, trading post. It's better to just fire two, right? I could just fire two. Wait, I don't even need to. Wait, do I need to fire two? Wait, what am I talking about, right? No, fire. No, fire. I would need to fire two, yeah. If I temple? Or no, I have two trading posts. I trading post, trading post. Oh, I don't have a neighbor. I don't have a neighbor then, right? So then the fire two saves me a neighbor rather than taking air one. Okay, and it costs me a bridge instead of a worker power action. Okay, I don't know if that works. I don't think that works. The goats built their stronghold and got some priests. Sure. They're gonna. Oh, that gave them the town. Okay, so goats are probably gonna just crazily dig and build this to connect. Or they're gonna find a way to advance ships. I don't know. Mermaids have been building dwellings. So mermaids are trying to get second on network. Okay. I think I'm supposed to give up on the town. I think towns are not important. I think it's time to advance ship and start getting our other hexes. And just, yeah, just ignore town stuff. It's too painful and annoying. It costs us network potentially. Just building lots of trading posts and dwellings is good. We're one power away for workers' power action. Again, do we need the workers' power action? If I build trading post dwelling, I have 4 workers left. Temple trading post dwelling costs 5 workers. We'd be 1 short. But I actually have the power to just convert power to a worker. So yeah, okay. I can just go and end with Stronghold Temple left on my board. So I probably should just Temple for the Air 1 here. This Air 1's 4 points. I guess I technically could try to fight for more cult points, but I think I am accepting that I just have like no cults, and that's okay. Because I'm Darklings and I'm going to be at like 130 victory points here. I'm planning to build another 2 trading posts, 3 dwellings. That's 12 direct points. I'd pass for 12. That's 24. I dig. I'm at 30. I plan to end the game at 134 plus winning network is 152, and then like maybe 2 cult points. I end at 154. The goats do decide to just connect in the way I expected them to. So that does still technically leave this town dream open. How does the town dream work? The town dream costs us network. Yeah, that's not really an option, so. Okay, so yeah, we skip that. The goats are at 12 network. Mermaids are at 11. So mermaids kind of are in the position that they have to keep fighting hexes that they don't immediately have. I guess they have access to double dig. They really want to build a stronghold. But they're not making that many. This is a kind of tricky point for Deranged, actually. I don't know if he does build the stronghold because it costs him so much alternatively. He might be just building trading posts and dwellings. He passes for 12, builds this as 15. Okay, that's encouraging. I think I'm supposed to take this hex, unlock some more hexes for us. I probably actually am supposed to be taking the Air 1. I probably was supposed to take Air 1, although it looks like Hard Diggler wasn't interested in it. He's just he advanced digs, I think, just for points. Yeah, he advanced digs just for points. He's kind of out of points. So he's behind. He has a cool game, but he's behind. He's has no pass points here. He's at only 99. He even with 32, he's not touching my like 150 that I'm scoring. Is deranged getting to 150? I think is the only threat, but I don't think so. Even if we give deranged second on network, let's claim deranged does get second on network. He gets 12 points while passing. That's 112. I don't know how many more points he gets from building, but let's claim he ends the game at 120, I guess. That seems roughly fair. 120 plus second on network is 132 plus maybe 16 on cults. I think I do have this game won. I also don't think I need this 2 for 1. As discussed, I could just convert power to a worker. Yeah, I could just convert power to a worker, so I think this is going to be a pretty nice win for us. I mean, it's a lame-o just Darkling's win amongst a bunch of fan factions, so how exciting is that? You tell me, but just earned a priest. The Jin are still going to send this to the cult in order to pass for a bunch, which I don't know if I was giving him credit for he's passing for a bunch here, but I think I should suck up a copy of Air 1 now. Deranged has set himself up to get a free leech from that, though. That's not exciting. Let's give the goat people a leech they don't want to accept. Yeah, give goat people leeches they don't want to accept, and then go for Air 1. Don't give deranged free power. Don't help our opponent or our biggest enemy in the slightest bit. I guess the Jin might actually advance Dig again here with all their resources. Advancing Dig is probably better than sending Priest to Fire, although I guess Priest to Fire might lock up Fire Cult, whereas maybe Mermaids are debating it. I don't really know what Derange is supposed to do here, by the way. I keep saying that Derange is going to fight the Goats on Network, but admittedly the Goats have another structure to put down. So Goats are getting to 13 Network, and Mermaids getting to 14 network is painful. These dwellings are not valuable. So Deranged might just might decide to just build a stronghold and build a trading post, and take third place on network. But taking third place on network means that I think I just pretty easily win. So he does build a dwelling by hard digging, not using double dig. And he's not building a stronghold, though, then. So apparently he is going to just contest network. He's going to tie network, though? Because he's just going to build 2 more dwellings? That's very underwhelming. That means he's going to end at just like 112 points and then tied for network. Okay, yeah, I have this game won by quite a bit then, actually. Nobody else was able to put together a strong enough game. Like, we all started near 30 victory points. I was a little under 30. Somebody started at 40. It must have been the Goats. Mermaids started like 33-ish, and a lot of these players are struggling to break 140 here. Now, admittedly, the track was kind of garbage. That's part of why it was so tempting to bid on Darklings this game. Like, both big buildings at the end are definitely somewhat points depressing, but we have all the pass tiles. We have a lot of leech. It's the Fjords map. I think scoring is supposed to be better than this, but admittedly, letting Darklings win network is also pretty dreamy here for me. I mean, that's again, stealing network is also depressing everybody else's scores somewhat because they don't get network points, and instead I'm sucking those up. And then I just did Darklings things of uncontrollably making points with Earth 1, Water 1. Early Sanctuary Darklings are dumb. Always got to watch out for that. I got to greed the coins action in round 1 that I wanted. I think I also got 3 coins actions this game, so admittedly in a very coin-tight looking game, I think I was able to suck up the most coins. I had a really good economy going most of the game. I think other players struggled a little with that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a cool one here. If anybody out there has any questions or comments or whatever, go for it. But I said I was gonna take Air One. Air One still exists. Yeah. Okay. Opinions on the revamped goats. Yeah, I haven't played a ton of fan factions. Okay, so that's a little bit, but I think goats are probably at a reasonable power level now. It feels like they're still a little funky. Starting with Fire 2 is a bit weird. The fact like the Fire 2 stuff's a little weird with the fact that you still need 4 hexes to make a town. Like they still basically only make 3 towns a game. Um so that part's a little sad. It would be sweet. I think it would have been more interesting, I guess, to let the goats make a couple more towns or something. Like the leading into the 2 power dwellings is just tough. But anyway, I think the goats are in a decent spot. It feels like they figured them out now. They're still probably a little underpowered, I guess, but I think that's an okay spot to be. Again, not all the fan factions are going to be like great and versatile. We already have very versatile gray factions anyhow. Like engineers are really good at versatility. The conspirators are pretty versatile. So I think it's okay if the goats are a little below average and or slightly a niche pick. The goats actually had really good worker. It seemed like the goats had pretty good worker economy going all game too, which kind of surprised me. Like they actually built more stuff than I would have thought. But I guess this priest conversion is just really good. But it does mean that you can't really contest cults, which is what happened here, and it's still kind of hard to contest network. So that part about the goats still seems tough. Like you can't really contest network, can't really contest cults, so you can't really make more towns than average. So how are you not just hampered by your expansion and ability to build stuff, and how do you actually actively win and turn that into a winning line? I don't really know. Um, oh, they still have wow. They only used one wish marker thus far this game. That's cool. I mean, why would they needed to wish more? The answer is they wouldn't have. Free power. Oh, this isn't even free power for the goat. Sure, have some more stuff, buddy. On a low scoring track, time is tough for them. Yeah, that's actually a good point. The goats are probably just not a great pick for this track. Also, like it was a little hard to get points. They failed to hit the round 2 town. I think you had to dream that you were going to hit a round 2 town this game, but I guess the other difficulty for goats is like your starting power is still kind of weak, and you still need to get spades in order to expand. So how do you can't really just bust out a 4 dwelling town super early like you'd like to. You'd like to just get a 4 dwelling town going, in round 1 or 2 and leverage that for snowball. But it's not that easy to do so. Um, all right, we just build another dwelling, make our network 15. Yeah, and then I have this priest which I will just dig with because points are good. Mermaids barely made points here at the end of the round, but they did tie network with the goats. But yeah, I think Deranged is just too far behind me then, with only 9 network points. I mean, Deranged does have, again, 15 on the cults, but 15 plus 9 is 24. He's at a 140. I'm definitely past that. I pass for 12 here, so I'm at a 136. And then I win network. Feels pretty good. And I have a resource point for pittiness. Bloop. Connecting on only 2 ship here was nice, so that's good. Is there any setup where they're better than NG? Yeah, I mean, that's the tricky part. There might not be any scenario where you'd rather be the goats than engineers. So they might still be slightly underpowered. I guess they would. To be fair, they do start with fire too, so they probably also like to see fire cult rewards, even though those are the weakest. We had no fire cult rewards this game, so like that would have been better. Hemmed in. Oh, Jin did get closer to winning this game than I thought. To give them credit, they're at 143. They might actually have second. I thought Deranged was closer, but it looks like Such a Flirt was actually closer. Glad to join the Slay the Spire stream. Oh, I never updated it to board games. Whoops. Deranged. Good call. Wow, nobody told me. Yeah, whoops. This is definitively not Slay the Spire. I forgot to change my category. I so rarely changed my actual category. Um, wow. And now the categories are looking crazy. Wait, there we go. There's just the board games category. I guess I have to do a defect run. I don't know how to play defect. Slay the mermaids. Okay. You can still stronghold with the big building tile or work as action plus coin action with goats round one. Gotcha. Okay. Since you live Earth 1, you consider just going stronghold 2 more turning posts around 6. 9 points of network seem too much to give up. Well, would you have given up 9 points of network? You only gave up. You just tied goats. I think you only got 3 more points, right? The Jin weren't contesting you on network. I think you were supposed to go stronghold in 2 trading posts, right? Because I think you get third on network. I mean, it looks like I thought you were closer to beating me than it turned out, but just frost orbs and you're good to win his defect. Nice. Okay. I kind of had tempo C4, then you messed up. Yeah. I mean, Jin. Wait, what is C4? C4 is that? Oh yeah. I see. Yeah, the yellow kind of wanted C4. Ugh. Yeah, admittedly, Darkling's getting C4 is pretty dreamy. That does help me bust out. Although I could have busted out this way. Got into E9, E10, B6, A10, G7 type stuff. I don't know. Things definitely broke well for me here. Um, this game definitely broke well. So anyhow, you think they only advanced digs after you already built to 11 or 12? Oh, you're saying they could have contested. The Jin could have contested you for third on network if you didn't defend by building dwellings. I see. That's probably true. I agree. You were definitely in a tight spot in the final round, having to sit there and be like, I don't really want to build these dwellings because I don't have Earth 1 and I don't have a pastime. Like, you had no real reason to build them except network, which network is a big reason, but it definitely kind of depressed your score via what you would have really liked to do. I didn't realize. I also I slightly miscounted. I thought the Jin were slightly further behind, but cool game from them. I've not played as them, but it was fun watching how well they can just focus on cults and then swapping cults, get tons of cult income. The stronghold's pretty cool this game too. I don't know if it always is great, but like pretty cool structure to build it. In round 5 feels like a kind of an ideal time for them to build it. Get 2 rounds of 5 points each plus 5 points from the track, like a 15-point stronghold. It's even slightly cheaper. I missed that. That's cool. Only costs 3 workers too. Comes with decent power income. Yeah, that's a cool. That was cool. I liked watching them do stuff. Watching the goats is interesting. I mean, again, like just concerns on how they're supposed to score points. They don't feel as ridiculously hampered as they used to with the new conversion, but still, it just feels very confusing on how you actually actively score with them. It does look like they just threw away points by taking a coin town instead of the priest town. Same thing, this like ship town over Priest Town is pretty painful when Priest Town is 9 points and 2 workers, 2 coins. That part's sad, but you think mermaids were probably just not as good as you bid them? I mean, to be fair, several people in my chat suggested they didn't believe in mermaids. I claimed I did believe in mermaids, but I'm not actually sure I would have piloted them to any particular difference than you. I agree. The game plan for them was take Fire 1, build up your economy. Although, well, you played it super frisky in round 1, but you didn't get punished, so kudos. But when you took that priest Tom, I'm like, holy crap, what are you doing? Like, you definitely could have got blocked in double dig. I also was possibly just gonna take temp ship and go like full dwelling rush, and then round 2 temple for Fire 1 or something, and just hit tons of trading posts. But like, trying to go super mega economy and then hit the pass tiles hard and then like win network and stuff very well might not work. Very well, like mermaids on this map are just tough also. So great game, great stream. Thanks. Yeah, this was a fun game though. You didn't actually want mermaids. You were too concerned about the coin tightness. Yeah, for sure. You would have taken temp ship if you had any confidence in getting coins after round 1. That part's fair. The coin pressure this game was definitely nutty. I mean, I should look at the stats here quick. I said part of the reason that I did so well is that I'm pretty sure I got 3 coin power actions on top of all the other nonsense that occurred. Yeah, I did get 3 coin power actions. So this is pretty dreamy power usage for the Darklings. Get your workers power action in round 1 for the Stronghold. I had to use the bridge, which was a little painful, but getting to take 3 coins actions helps a lot. It looks like second place also got 2 coin actions. Oh, mermaids never got a coin action. Yeah, that's painful. That's tough. Yeah, Darklings just had the most coins this game. Actually, interestingly, the scores are arranged by how many coins each player got. Which, you know, it's only a loose correlation going on here, but it is interesting. This game was definitely coin tight, so yeah, having a way to generate them. Wow, goats get so many workers for the goats. It's a lot. It's a lot. Darkling's got a lot of priests. Power via structures. Leech was also pretty good. Wow, the goats had big leech problems, huh? Did they just... This is interesting, too, given that they can take 2 for 1s, like, always. I wonder if they just declined a lot. Yeah, they also had to pay 9... They paid 9 points for that 14 power. That's a painful... That's a painful position to be in. I paid 15 for 32. That's a lot better of a ratio. But... Which is again, that's like another small part about the goats. Like, you probably just get offered much bigger leeches than you want usually. It's definitely a little painful. Yeah, I did not earn that much power this game, so getting to turn the little power I did into like exactly the power actions I needed is very convenient. Really bad breaks at the beginning for the goats leech-wise. Yeah, that's fair. Admittedly, they did not wind up in the leech. The leech situations I was imagining didn't go great. Now, to be fair, this is a bit of their own doing, right? I really thought goats were starting here and gonna try to do stuff through, through here. The fact that yellow was able to power through this continent, the fact that goats just ignored this. Now, I get it. If you start over here as goats, do you actually figure out how to connect? I don't know. But goats absolutely could have been part of a party and been joining in a little more on the action and getting built around, but they did not want that. Their starting position was a little funky, and I don't know if it was actually the best. It did let them temp ship round 1, which was some sort of use, but hard to say. It is interesting looking here. I admittedly did score the worst on the actual round tiles. But nobody had a great game on the rounds, which again also makes sense because it was a hard track to score on. Deranged did do the best on scoring on the track, but these are kind of low track scores, so that's a little bit of why Darklings had such an advantage, because getting to make 26 points internally helps a lot in these low scoring games. And then I just have a sick number of favorite points. Earth 1, Water 1, built a crap ton of stuff, got a late Air 1. 22 bonus points for passing also, like lots of pass points. The goats getting only 3 is also a strong indication that they mucked up some sort of economy placement, etc. But There's always the question of, is connecting even worth it as goats? They were the only faction to 3-town and they connected anyway, so yeah, I mean, goats did get 9 network points and they 3-towned, so like it's hard to say how bad it was, but I also agree that like as goats, punting on network feels probably correct a lot of the time. But again, I have to admit, how are you supposed to score as goats? But I gotta tell you gotta find a way to score on the pass tiles, surely. When all 4 pass point tiles are in, scoring only 3 points is not the winning way. Um, but yeah, should have just taken Earth 1 for you. I mean, yeah, admittedly, lots of favor points is pretty good. I mean, honestly, we probably also are just supposed to bid Darklings more. Darklings in a game like this where they actually were going to get to open Sanctuary. I mean, I was bidding on Darklings with the fear they were going to open Sanctuary. I wasn't sure it was going to happen. It was hard to tell what was going to happen in that opening round. But the fact Darklings get 2 workers and 7 coins power actions in round 1, it was definitely greedy of me. Uh, but I mean, I think it was the correct call. I think I'm supposed to get it at the position of what things were happening. Nobody really was gonna take workers on me in round 1. It's very painful, but it definitely feels very good once that happens. So anyhow, you're barfing about the Darklings. It's fair. I mean, look, we did just watch a stream where the ultimate conclusion is that Darklings at Open Sanctuary are very strong and hard to beat on a low scoring track. So, nothing groundbreaking occurred here. But hey, we had a fun mix of fan factions and old factions, and it was a kind of a competitive game. I don't know. Like, I. Darklings ran away with it a bit. They definitely got things going very well for them. But again, I think it's good that not all the games are just full of fan factions, though. I think this was a nice mix of fan factions and originals, so it's all good. Oh, that's for the Mermaids on Earth 1. You're a big Darklings fan. Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, Mermaids taking Earth 1 is pretty painful also, right? I agree. I'm not a fan of Mermaids taking Earth 1 in such a low coin game. But yeah, I actually don't think I'd take Earth 1 here as Mermaids. You have all the pass tiles for points. You can try to abuse this thing. There's so many other pass to points here. You don't need Earth 1. I think the extra economy from the coins almost has to be worth it, but it was sad that you didn't have you didn't quite have better leech. And expansion is just tough for mermaids on this map. I think I undervalued that. It's just painful for mermaids to expand, and then yeah, like getting the right neighbors where you want them is tough. It's just yeah, it's hard. So whatever. Anyhow, you messed up your game badly. You've been missing both big and small a lot lately. You lost like 3-ish games lately due to poor priest timing. Oh, dang. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch super closely. I thought you were in a better spot at various points, but then all of a sudden I kind of realized in round 6, I'm like, oh, you're in a very awkward position in terms of the stronghold versus build out more network. Um, there definitely was some tough parts, but I mean, again, some games also just break well for you, some don't. Like this one's a bit unfortunate. Like you also got no coin power actions. That feels, like I don't know how you're supposed to. You're supposed to apparently figure out different tempo probably to achieve that, but how and when and where I don't have an answer for that. I do think that's a thing that I did very well this game. Like again, I kind of limited everybody's points by sucking out 3 coin power actions and sucking away the network points. Winning network and taking all those coins really kind of depresses everybody else's scores further. And so ultimately in the end, like nobody was able to put up a particularly great score. Not that 140s are bad, right? But when everybody's starting at 30, 140s is a not often a winning game probably. So you think you didn't play that awfully? Just the resilience of Darklings to pass so early for the 2 workers, 7 coins, and 4 points. Yes, I mean yeah, correct. Like the game was pretty beautiful. Opening Sanctuary, nobody could get on that pass tile. Then round 2, I'm able to have a fast round while the rest of you are trying to do things. And the fortunate thing for me is I got fed enough leech and I took worker power in round 2 that it enabled me to open coins in round 3. And yeah, I mean, from there, that's pretty beautiful. You did at least make my life hard by taking this hex. It forced me to bridge, obviously. But being able to sneak through here and later playing for connection is also pretty dreamy. I thought goats might take this hex on me. That's a pretty big shift in this game, admittedly. If I can't get this and I instead town in the middle, I have to forgo the network points, and instead the rest of you are fighting for network, and I'm not really. Like, that gets pretty interesting also, but that's not what happened. I was allowed to just sneak out in time and then explode, and so yeah, a lot of good breaks, honestly. Goats definitely should have taken it. They were on temp ship. You don't think they shipped that round? Yeah, they took temp ship at interesting times. I thought they were trying to temp ship over here, 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 right? The fact that goats never got on these hexes, despite getting on this guy pretty early, also seems pretty dubious. I mean, they chose to prioritize a third town instead. Again, goats winning network does feel pretty hard with the extra dwelling. Like, yes, you get an extra worker every round, but you also have to generate like 11 extra workers to contest network for the game. I mean, admittedly, I guess your priests do generate you a lot of extra workers. Maybe there's a way. Maybe I should try to play these goats sometimes. I think these goats definitely mismanaged quite a bit, so it's hard to say, but again, it's a new faction. It's hard to know how to play it, so. Anyhow, I've blabbed a lot. It's been good. Thanks all for hanging out and chatting today. It's been great. I might get a little more streams in this weekend, particularly on Sunday. I don't have a lot of plans. We gotta get our A20 silent though. So sorry, Gonzo, who wants me to do a defect round. Not yet. We gotta get that A20 silent round, and then maybe we'll consider some other stuff. But okay, yeah, as is. I think that's gonna be it for me today. It doesn't look like Lumen's started to stream yet. I was gonna raid him otherwise, but don't really see anybody worth raiding. So I'm just gonna head off, and I'm sure I'll be seeing in Lumen's chat and all that. Looks like I need to play with Loki anyhow. He's bleh. So, all right, I will see everybody around later. Yeah, thanks much for the game, too. I didn't say that, but thanks for hopping in the game, Deranged. I almost was going to pop to Agricola, and then you and Anti-Vamp showed up, like, just as I was really considering bailing. So I am really glad that we got a live Terra Mystica game, but it's been a while. This was a lot of fun. It was a good mix-up. It's been fun kind of mixing it up. So thanks all. See you around. Later.